Good afternoon, guys. My name is Janarria Sanford, and my PowerPoint presentation is on how cancer and firefighters can relate to TSAC. We're going to start off by explaining exactly what TSAC is. TSAC stands for Tactical Strength and Conditioning. In this conditioning, it is a preparation program or strategy to prepare, guide, and to help get occupants ready to satisfy the actual needs for their occupations. The occupations can consist of working in like law enforcement, military forces, fire and rescue operations, as you can see, firefighters, and even other special operation forces. The whole goal of TSAC is to help reduce injury risk, improve or maintain overall health, and increase specific areas of fitness required by these professionals. As you know, as humans, we our bodies tend to adapt to the things that we do constantly. So if you're constantly doing something and you do it repetitively, it's going to stick into your brain and your body adapts to it. If you just jump into something that you've never done before and you just, begin to do that certain job or do that certain type of exercise or work or conditioning and you've never attempted to do it beforehand, then your body is going to have injuries, you're going to have health problems, you're going to have different type of things that could happen just because your body is not used to those type of conditions. Next is, what exactly is cancer? Cancer is a genetic disease. It is caused by changes to genes that control the way our cells function and how they grow and divide. There are 5 types of cancers that may affect different parts of the body. One of the main ones that you would notice in firefighters is actually leukemia, and also lung cancers. I didn't put that in a PowerPoint, but lung cancer is a big one for firefighters. How is cancer related to TSAC? TSAC is technically classified as an exercise, and study concluded that exercise reduces the risk of 13 cancers. It's the latest evidence in a growing area of research suggesting that exercise may play a role in both cancer prevention and health survivorship. Just being able to keep your body up to date and together and get your body ready to go through certain conditions in, like, let's say firefighting. Like, they tend to do a lot of running just so their body can get used to like running and doing other things. Cancer is a health condition, and as we know, like, exercise helps prevent health conditions. It helps your body for different things that it's not prepared for. So when you're very healthy, it'll keep you from getting those different diseases, as in cancer. What is a firefighter? Who is a firefighter? Firefighters are people who extinguish hazardous fires that threaten lives, properties, and environments, as well as they rescue people. A lot of people know firefighters. You think, oh, it always has to do something with a fire. It's not always something to do with a fire. Firefighters also do things where you have to climb ladders, you have to carry people out of places, you have to basically save people. And in order to, like, imagine having to carry people out of a certain environment that they're not safe and put them in a safe environment, that is pretty difficult. And for firefighters, their TSAC would have to be a lot of running, conditioning, a lot of endurance, a lot of strength, How firefighters are related to TSAC. Like I said, firefighting involves a lot of strength and endurance, and like you need to be able to, run for a long period of time. Your lungs need to be built to a certain tempo. It needs to be you need to be very, very, very in shape. I would say that. In order to be able to do half of the work that is required for firefighters, it is important for them to go through the proper training, which is the TSAC. Their training different depends on what you're doing. Your training may be different than others. How cancer affect firefighters? Well, as you know, firefighters get exposed to tons of different harmful fumes and smoke when they are on the job. When they're on the job, you go through a bunch of burning houses, a bunch of smoke and toxins, and if you're not well trained, you're not able to get through that. That is why they're so hard on their training and being able to do this and being able to do this. A study done in 2016 by the National Institute of Occupational Health and Safety stated that Firefighters are at a 14% higher chance than the regular public to develop leukemia, which is a cancer, and lung cancer. That is the moral of the story. They have a higher chance of getting cancer because they're around a lot of smoke. If you're in a smoking room, like they tell you, don't smoke at a young age, it will cause cancer. If they're always around that, they're going to have a higher chance of getting cancer, and that is why it's so important for them to be up to date on their conditioning, as in tactical strength and conditioning. If they're not up to date with that, they have an even higher chance than if they are. If you're healthy